What's up, everybody? This is Juwan with hiphopwire.com. Today we're at Universal Records, about to talk to Asher Roth. Check it out. My man, how are you?
I'm well, man. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. The album, Spaghetti Tree. Break down the meaning behind that.
Man, the Spaghetti Tree is pretty cool, man. And honestly, all started just kind of as a joke, and just joking and just like being high and messing around. And that element is never going to go anywhere. It's going to be a consistent theme, and my music is just enjoying this process and having fun. But on the flip side of things, that's kind of left hand. On the flip side of things, the Spaghetti Tree was also a big prank in 1957 in BBC in London. A teacher approached and said, "Hey, my students are so dumb, or ill-advised, to be more politically correct. My students are so ill-advised that they would believe anything. They would believe that spaghetti grew on trees." So on April Fool's Day in 1957, mind you, this is 53 years ago now, they reported that spaghetti grew on trees, and thousands of people called in and asked how they could grow their own spaghetti tree. So with those two things, with the fun element and just chilling, smoking some tree and kicking back, having a shot of Jameson, and then also let's prioritize and get our shit together and be more responsible for who we are as human beings and smarten up. With those two kind of themes coming together, that's what you'll find is the Spaghetti Tree.
Yeah. And how do you approach the music making process? I know it's a little different for everybody. Yeah. What's Asher's process?
I'd say the one thing that remains kind of consistent that people kind of don't, get bummed out with me about is once I lay something down, that's it. I don't go back. I don't revisit it. I can't try. I don't like doing that. It's just like that's what came out of me for that record, and that's what it's going to be. So, but music making for me, it's all over the place. The way I write, it might be 3 o'clock in the morning. I might scribble it down, or in the head, or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's really, but I draw from such real life experiences and just the stuff that I'm going through that I need to be sitting down and writing for a reason. You know what I mean? I find it really hard for me to motivate myself to just write a rap song about how amazing I am. You know what I mean? So that's why content and wordplay and all that stuff is really important to me, because I can only stay, motivated about, rapping about the greatness of myself, blah, 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 all the stuff that I have and you don't, that kind of stuff. Like, it gets really hard to do that over and over again.
This from Philly or Philly as a city have any impact on your music?
Oh, the Roots, man, hands down. I mean, almost everything, dude. I grew up listening to them, and those are the ones for 20 years, man. They've been holding us down so hard, and like, they don't get on the radio for some odd reason, probably because they're talking about something.
Right.
And just who they are as a live show, who they are as people. I've been blessed with the opportunity to mess around with them in Philadelphia, and then again on Jimmy Fallon. So I've had at the Roots picnic and stuff. I see those guys. They're just beautiful human beings. They know what they're talking about, and they just do it, and they do it well, man. And that's just something that I just want to make music that has some credibility and talks about some real shit, and also it's therapeutic in a sense you can get some stuff off my chest.
All right, and considering that hip-hop is dominated by African Americans, both as a culture and an art form.
Absolutely.
Do you find it challenging to navigate because you're not black?
You know what? I feel like race is always going to be an issue just in general, just in life, you know what I mean? And especially being in hip-hop music, it gets a little weird when you start making money, you know what I mean? I think that's when shit gets really strange. That's when, the more it gets a little bit more aggressive in respect. Do I find it difficult to navigate? No, because when I keep it 100% with myself, and I'm honest with myself, and I'm honest with my viewers and my listeners, I think people of all races respect that.
Cool.
So, and I think that's been the main thing, is just coming here and being, this is who I am, and I don't regret that, and this is where I come from, and this is what I want to do, and just being clear about that, not really mincing words, has allowed me to really, and hopefully it's just, and my perspective, is gain respect amongst the hip-hop community, and just continuing to just do something that means something.
Got it. And speaking of navigating, one of the people at the forefront of your career is Damon Dash, one of your mentors, actually. How did that relationship come about?
Dame was just in New York and kind of messing around with Currency, who's a homie, and just a couple cats he has going over there at the karate school. He just, he just offers a place for young kids who are driven and ambitious to come sharpen their skills, and that's why they call it the 24-hour karate school. Ski Beats and everybody, all those guys are really putting something up, and it's a community over there, man. Right. You've got shirts. They're making shirts. They're graffitiing, and he's letting young kids understand that we control this. It's not about major labels anymore. It's very about insourcing, outsourcing your own content. Be creative, be consistent, and put your shit out there, man. And you get immediate research now from Twitter and Facebook. Kids will give you feedback right away on what's going on and what they like and what they don't like. And why not utilize that? You know what I mean? And Dame is somebody who's been through the major distribution through major labels into realizing that it's very independent nowadays. So
what's the best piece of advice he's given you?
Honestly, it's just do it. Like, it's on that Nike shit. Like, he straight up told me, he's like, man, no, you don't have a bunch of excuses lined up on why you can't do it. You know what I mean? Just go out there and do it. Don't take no for an answer. And that's really kind of helped me just, you know, stop coming up with excuses, you know.
Right, and is there a tour in place to support the album?
Absolutely. I mean, touring is the most important part, and that's how I put food on the table, man. I don't even know what a royalty check looks like. You know, I really have no idea. So I put food on the table by touring, and so, you know, when you don't see me on the road, you know that I'm taking food off the table. So I just want to be there for a reason. I want to be up on stage and be wanting to be there. So we're very methodical in how we're doing this. So I would say that you'll probably see me steady on the road. There'll be spot dates, so keep an update. Asher Roth on Twitter, on Facebook / Asher Roth. Just the name will get you there. But we'll be touring in 2011 a lot, and I hope to not come off the road for about 2 years.
Awesome. And lastly, I need you to finish this statement. If you haven't been to an Asher Roth show, come out because.
If you haven't been to an Asher Roth show, come out because it's a damn good time, man. It really is. Like, we throw our hands up, we dance, we jump around. It gives people a real opportunity to get involved in the music. And also, that's the thing, man, is getting involved. You know, the brand of itself and what Asher Roth is so becoming, which is so weird to talk about myself in that manner, but it's so much bigger than me now. And it's understanding that kids do have a voice and they need to be involved. And yeah, the interaction between them when I get to go on stage and look them in the eyes and I get to hang, it's so beyond me now, man. That's what keeps me motivated and keeps me really going. So come out to a show and support, man, because we're having fun and it just shows that you care, you know.
Dope. Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Best of luck to you.
Hip Hop Wired, man.
Hip Hop Wired.
Peace.